Hey guys, so first of all, apologies for my voice. I have a cold, which is fun, but I thought I wanted to do a video, so just excuse the voice. First up, I wanted to say thank you so much to everyone. I now have 1,000 subscribers, which is something I never thought I'd be able to say. So thank you to each and every one of you who's subscribed. It really does mean the world to me. And I'll have to plan a little celebration video for that. Thank you very much. So around 8 months ago, I did a vinyl collection video. And I've had quite a few in since then, so I thought I would do an updated vinyl collection for you guys. So on this channel, I do a lot of different collection videos. So if this one isn't for you, then, please feel free to not watch it. I do Harry Potter videos, Buffy videos, True Blood, Batman, Gotham, Hunger Games, Penny Dreadful, Game of Thrones, quite a lot of things. I'm a bit of a hoarder, so like I said, I've got quite a few vinyls in recently, and my CD collection video seemed to do really well, so thank you for that. So I'm going to do a updated vinyl video, then I might do a cassettes collection video, possibly DVDs. If that's something you guys want, please let me know. So without further ado, let's just get on. So the first one is this one, which you haven't seen before. This is a new one, Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. I'm doing my 7 inches, my little ones first. And the B-side to this is an instrumental of Man in the Mirror, one of my favourite Michael Jackson songs. And this particular vinyl came out in 97 or 98. Sorry, I should say 1987 or 1988. That sounded like I was saying the 90s. Next up, we have The Witch Queen of New Orleans by Redbone. Again, this is a new one. You won't have seen this before. This is one of my favourite tracks, actually. And the B-side to this is Chant 13th Hour. Now, I don't normally buy vinyls with these generic sleeves. I do like the actual vinyl picture sleeves, you know what I mean, as you'll see as we go on. But this one was very cheap on eBay. I think I paid £1 for it, so I couldn't resist grabbing it. And this came out in 1971. Next up, we have one you have seen before if you watch my other video. I will say it again, I say it every time. Fleetwood Mac is my favourite band of all time. This is Little Lies. And the B-side to this is Ricky. This one came out in 1987. Next up, another new one for my collection. This is Tusk by Fleetwood Mac. The B-side is Never Make Me Cry. And this came out in 1979. Next up, we have one which was from my mum's collection, but she bought a double of it by accident. This is Holiday by Madonna. As you can see, we paid £1 for it. I have said this in my other vinyl videos. I don't tend to pay a lot for vinyls. So in places like HMV, you can get new vinyls for £20, £30. I will never pay that much for a vinyl, just because I collect so much. My average for a vinyl is anything from 50p to, I think, £5 is the most I've ever spent on a vinyl. We'll find out, but I don't spend a lot of money on them. So anyway, yeah, this one came from my mum's collection. The B-side to this is Think of Me, and this came out in 1983. Next up, we have another new one for my collection, The Stranglers, Golden Brown, Texture Like Sun. I love that song. I shouldn't sing with a cold. I probably sound awful. And the B-side is A Love 30. And unfortunately, I can't see a date on this one for you, but I think Golden Brown came out in the 70s. So as you can see, this one is pretty badly damaged. Quite a few of the records I've got are badly damaged, which is why I keep the damaged ones in these kind of sleeves. Next up, we have another one of my favourite artists, Alice Cooper. This is Poison, one of the first vinyls I ever bought. I don't think I bought it, actually. I think this is another one from Mum's old collection. I think she's got a double of this. And the B-side is Trash. And Trash is one of my favourite albums of all time. And this came out in 1989. So there's a theme here. A lot of mine are from the 70s and 80s. Next up, we have one of my dad's favourite artists, and I do love him as well, David Bowie, China Girl. And the B-side to this is Shake It. And this one came out in 1983. Up next, we have one of my favourites. This is Stevie Nicks, Sometimes It's a Bitch. This is a special limited edition portrait pack. There's the back of this one. And I have opened this one for you. So this is the actual vinyl, if I flip that round. The B-side is Desert Angel, and this came out in 1991, so the oldest that we've seen so far. Sorry, the youngest that we've seen so far. And this is the portrait pack that comes with it. So I'll just quickly show you this. There you go. Next up, we have another one of my favourite bands, Joan, Jett and the Blackhearts. This is I Love Rock and Roll. I'm sure you've all heard of this song. And the B-side to this is Love is Pain, one of my favourite Joan, Jett and the Blackhearts songs. And this came out in 1982. Next up, another one that used to belong to my mum, but she's got a double of it, Madonna, Like a Virgin. And the B-side to this is Stay. I really like how this one looks. And I believe this one came out in 1984. Next up, another Stevie Nicks, this time Whole Lot of Trouble. And the B-side to this one is Edge of 17. Oh, I love that song. And this is 1989. Moving on, we have a vinyl that I probably paid the most for. As you can see, I paid £6 for this. This is Blue Jean by David Bowie. This is from 1984. And the B-side to this is Dancing with the Big Boys. So like I said, I don't tend to pay too much for vinyls. £6 is probably quite steep for me. I get a lot of my vinyls on eBay and charity shops. Then we have yet another one of my favourite bands of all time, Queen. This is Play the Game, brilliant song. And the B-side is Human Body, also a brilliant song. And this one doesn't say when it came out, but I think this song was in the 80s. Next up, we have Downtown 88 by Patula Clark. Came out in 1988, as you can see. My first time hearing this song was in the film Girl Interrupted, one of my favourite films. And the B-side is the original Downtown. Then we have another Alice Cooper, this time House of Fire. And the B-side to this is This Maniac's in Love with You, both from Trash again, my favourite album. And this one is 1989. Next up is one that my dad got me. This is Aha. And the song is Hunting High and Low, and as you can see, this is signed. Now, it's very likely that this came from a charity shop. You can see all the signatures on here, there. I don't know the authenticity of this at all, to be honest. Like I said, it's very likely it came from a charity shop, so I'll have to try and get that authenticated at one point. But the B-side to this is The Blue Sky. And this came out in 1986. If it is genuine, it is the only vinyl that I own that is signed. But again, I just don't know. I haven't looked into it. I say every time that I'm going to look into it, and I always forget to. And the final 7-inch vinyl I have is one that came today, and it's The King and I. So this is one of my favourite movies. I watch it with my mum quite a lot. So what's on this? There's 4 tracks on this, I think. I Whistle a Happy Tune, Hello Young Lovers, Something Wonderful, and Song of the King. Yeah, just a brilliant movie. I've seen the animated movie as well, and I've seen it on Broadway, but not in person. So I've seen like a YouTube video of it, if that makes sense. And unfortunately, I can't actually find a date on this one for you guys, so I don't know when this came out. But we'll move on now to my bigger vinyls, the 12 inches. So first up is my favourite album of all time. It was in my CD collection as well, and that is Rumours by Fleetwood Mac. This is non-disputed. This is the best album of all time. So this is the back, and I just love every song on it. So the track listing is Secondhand News, Dreams, Never Going Back Again, Don't Stop, Go Your Own Way, Songbird, The Chain, You Make Loving Fun, I Don't Want to Know, Oh Daddy, and Gold Dust Woman. Just a phenomenal album that I could talk about for hours. And this came out in 1977. I always say if I had a time machine, I would go back and see Fleetwood Mac on the Rumours tour. And actually, I think a couple of my subscribers did say that they saw Fleetwood Mac. I don't know whether it's the Rumours tour or later on, but I'm so jealous. I've never seen them, and I would love to. Next up, we have Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush. She's a bit like Marmite, isn't she? I know my mum hates Kate Bush, but I really like her. So the B-side to this is Under the Ivy and the instrumental of Running Up That Hill. And this came out in 1985. Next up, we have 4 tracks from Alice Cooper. This includes Welcome to My Nightmare, Department of Youth, Black Widow, and Only Women Bleed. As you can see at the top, it cost 99 pence when it first came out. I think I paid a little bit more. I think I paid about £3. And here's the back of this one with a bit of information if you wanted to pause and read it. And this came out in 1977, I believe. Up next, we have Thriller by Michael Jackson. I paid £1 for this in a charity shop, so I thought it was a phenomenal deal. So here's the track listing. We've got Wanna Be Starting Something, Baby Be Mine, The Girl Is Mine, Thriller, Beat It, Billie Jean, Human Nature, P.U.R.T., Pretty Young Thing. I don't know why I sing that every time I say it. I think I did in the last video. And The Lady in My Life. You'll know at least 3 songs on here, I would say. That's if you're not a Michael Jackson fan. If you are, you'll know them all. And this came out in 1982. Next up, another one of my favourite songs of all time, Love is a Battlefield by Pat Bennetta. So I studied music in university and college, and for my final major project in college, we did a gig called Sound City, all about Sound City, which is like a big recording studio. and one of the songs I sang was Love is a Battlefield by Bennetta, and without blowing my own horn, it was the best song I've ever sang live and probably the best song I ever will sing live, but I enjoyed it so much. This again was £1 in a charity shop, and we've got the special extended remix and Here's My Heart on there as well, and this came out in 1985. Moving on, we have another incredible album. I mean, I think they all are, or I wouldn't have them, would I? And this is The Wild Heart by Stevie Nicks. I adore this album. Belladonna's my favourite of hers, but I do like The Wild Heart as well. This has Wild Heart, If Anyone Falls, Gate and Garden, Enchanted, Nightbird, and side 2, Stand Back, I Will Run to You, Nothing Ever Changes, Sable on Blonde, and Beauty and the Beast. And this one came out in 1983. Moving on, we have a song I'm sure everybody knows, Dancing in the Street by David Bowie and Mick Jagger. This came out in 1985, and I can't remember if there's a B-side. Then this one again from a charity shop, it was 75p. This is the Royal Tribute with Diana and Charles, so quite old this one. And there's the back of that one, and if you open it out, it shows you what's there. So this was to commemorate the marriage between Diana and Charles in 1981. Now, I'm not going to read you all the tracks for this one because they're mainly orchestral, as you can imagine. I think they're all orchestral, actually. Next up, we have another double from my mum's collection, this time True Blue by Madonna. Again, she just bought 2 by mistake, so I've ended up with 1. So we have Papa Don't Preach, Open Your Heart, White Heat, Live to Tell, Where's the Party, True Blue, La Isla Bonita, Jimmy Jimmy, and Love Makes the World Go Round. This came out in 1986, I believe. And the final vinyl I own was bought by my boyfriend. Thank you very much. He knew I wanted it. So if you watch my CD collection, you'll see I have Queen Greatest Hits 2 on CD, but not Greatest Hits 1. So he bought me it on vinyl. So here we go. This is the 2 LP set. Oh, it's just incredible. It's amazing. So I'm sure you'll know almost all of these songs. We have, of course, Bohemian Rhapsody, Another One Bites the Dust, Killer Queen, Fat Bottom Girls, Bicycle Race, You're My Best Friend, Don't Stop Me Now, Save Me, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, Somebody to Love, Now I'm Here, Good Old Fashioned Lover Boy, Play the Game, Flash, Seven Seas of Rye, We Will Rock You, and We Are the Champions. Oh, I just love Queen. And this edition actually came out in 2011, so it is the newest vinyl that I have. So we've gone from 1990s was the newest, and now 2011. So as you can see, I don't have many modern ones, but that's just because I think they're expensive. If any modern ones come up on eBay, then of course I'll grab them, but I think they're really expensive in the shops. Anyway, that's it. So thank you very much for watching. That's my complete vinyl collection. Like I said, I'll probably do a cassette collection, although I don't have many. Maybe a DVD collection, we'll see. Just have to let me know what you guys want. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you like this kind of thing. Again, apologies for my voice with this cold, and thank you so much for 1,000 subscribers. It really means a lot. So I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.